Hello, my DBS Fusion World fans, and welcome to the last deck profile. The day this releases, Set 3 of Roaring Rage or Raging Roar will be officially out on the simulator, as well as officially out in the physical TCG. I'm glad to see that this time, the simulator will be updating the exact same time as the official release of the set, unlike Set 2, that came like a week or so after the official set release. So, that's going to be very fun to have. Of course, that then means we have new decks. We have Bardock, we have Son Goku GT, we got Son Goku, SS2 Son Goku, I guess you should say. We got Piccolo, we have Jiren, and yellow is Buu, or Majin Buu. So, new deck strategies to look at, new cards to add to existing deck strategies, and of course I'm going to be planning to do a video where we're going to open up a bunch of Raging Roar packs, and we're going to probably look again at the select a match and see what leader we get, and see how well that does, because I do think select a matches is just a lot of fun to play with. But anyways, the final leader I want to look at is Son Gohan. This leader did get some buffs in some green cards, but personally for green, I have felt that Android 17 is just really Set 2's best green leader. He spams, he can make quick board presence, and for Son Gohan, he's their worst matchup. For a lot of decks, actually, it's their hard matchup because the aspect is that the Android just spam bodies quickly and fastly, especially when you have Android 17 18 4-drop that can remove 2 energy and restand. Basically, if you 3 restanding energy, and then you have like Android 17 18 that can resurrect 18s and 17s from the graveyard. You have Double Striker, you have very powerful cards, and you can ramp so fast in a Android 17 deck. But I still think Son Gohan is a very good strategy. Now, again, how good is he going to be when we move into Set 3? I don't know. I know that Black looks to be set up to try to take in the format with its power, and I really think like Son Goku GT is really strong, especially with Black's ability to recycle its energy marker and to do a whole bunch of effects if that energy marker is utilized by a card, or if a card utilizes the summon itself. So, very interesting. So nonetheless, Son Gohan, we've seen before, draw 1 card when attacking, and then for less life, you can just flip him over. And once again, you can draw a card, and then once per turn, you can place 1 of your energy and you drop. This card gains plus 15k for the battle. For the rest of the cards, we're running for Son Goku, 3 Son Gohan, 3 Kami, 3 of the 2-drop Trunks that can attack your opponent's leader, but good to deal with just board presence. 2 of the the Trunks future that basically if it dies when it's blocker, you can basically add the top card of your deck to your energy. Very good, especially for ramping. You got Son Goku, the new 3-drop from Set 2. If your leader is Son Gohan Childhood, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost 5 or less. Add attitude to own energy and rest mode. Then add this card to your energy and rest mode. Now, this is very good against colors besides green, because green is more than happy to let you do this so it can continually do its ramp. Again, the one thing you want to do with this is if your opponent's still at their unawakened side, you can swing with this on their unawakened side and then basically put something annoying into their energy. For most decks, that's okay. For green, it's just another way they can ramp, so just be cautious of that. We're playing 3 Trunks Future. This is the SR from Set 2. On play, if you have 5 or more energy, add the top card of your deck to your energy and rest mode, and while your cards with 5 or cost or more is removed from the battle area by your opponent, this card gets plus 1000 power in the turn. Just a nice body to sit there on your opponent's turn, and they just can't remove it unless they want to throw a bunch of combo power into it. For Vegeta, for of course our ramping. For Selku, because again, just the fact is that Son Gohan's ability to remove an energy and then to get up that 15 does mean we're losing a little bit of that ramp sustainability. So again, the 5-drop Selku is just nice to continually make sure we are staying at our level. Not mentioning it on play, he just places the top. He does add the top card of our deck to our. When this card, no, that's the auto. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh no, when this card is played or when a card is put your drop for your energy, take top cards. So yeah, I was right on the top. I thought that's what it did. But anyways, again, just a good way to continue to keep our energy up at its level. Then we have the new Son Gohan Future. Of course, from set 2, all your battle cards with a cost 3 or cost 3 can't be removed from the battle area by skills. This mainly targets the blocker, the Son Goku, and Trunks Future. And then at the end of the turn, you can choose one battle card with a cost 3 or less and play it from your hand. Basically, the Trunks Future. That way, then if we have 5 more energy, we can trigger it to ramp 1 more card. And then you can choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost 3 or less and just nuke it off the battlefield. We are running 2 of the Android 1718 Double Striker that can pop 2 cost 3 or less guys on the board. We're playing one of the secret rare Son Gohan Childhood, Father Son Kamehameha. Of course, discard a card, choose all your opponent's battle cards 5 or less, and just nuke them off the board. Like I said, I can't wait for, of course, dual color leaders, like a blue-green leader would be very good and very strong to play with Vegito, being able to reduce cost of cards, and then playing this down so that you can go Kamehameha and obliterate the entirety of the board. I'm just waiting for the day we get dual color leaders. 4 Super Combo King Vegeta, 4 Broly, 2 Instant Kamehameha, and 3 Gigantic Meteors. That is the deck. Let's take it to the ladder and see how well we do. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's play some Dragon. Oh, of course, it's against our worst leader matchup. Android 17. Again, I think a lot of people are repping Android 17 just because it's so good of a leader. We're going second? I don't think this is a bad going second hand. I think we'll keep this one. We got our ramp for turn 3. Again, we could spin the energy marker to bring this out. I just don't think that's a great idea. Personally, I think we would wait on that. I mean, we got a couple Son Gohans to search out anything we need. We got our Selku for our turn 5 play, which would be nice. That's a good ramp. Good ramp, and especially because we'll need it, especially once we are awoken. So we can constantly use our one-time ability, our once per turn ability. So it'll be very interesting to see how all these decks evolve into the current format, like Yellow Vegeta, the Son Goku, the red cards. I don't know, like Jiren looks really cool, don't get me wrong. I think that's a really neat deck. I don't think we need all of these. I think we're just going to play the Drawler for right now. Let's see what we draw. It's not going to be bad. We'll swing in. That will be actually really good. This is good in the mirror. Not great in the mirror, but at least it's decent in the mirror. And we'll pass from there. We may put the androids in our drop here. Now, one card we do kind of want to be finding for the mirrors, especially green mirrors, is we do want to see Broly's. Broly's are the best way to nuke off Broly's. This only deals with 5 costs or less, so if he went to a wide state, which again, androids can do. Androids play a lot of 4-drops. From Android 1718, again, that's the ramp card. From playing the 17 or 18 that can take a life and then can take a life. And then on secondary effect, resurrect 17s or 18s from your graveyard. I mean, I have seen decks play Cell Juniors or cycle back your Gigantic Meteors. So it's very interesting, just like, this deck can go into a very interesting wided state. Again, they still play like the Android 1718s. They still play Broly. They still playing the heavy hitter green cards. Again, here comes the Krillin to help them search out the necessary pieces that they need. Again, it's just so nice, like, again, they can look up an extra deck card too, but what this is so nice is because the fact that it can find, we're gonna take that. It can find like 1718. Like the 4-drop 1718, because it just needs to find a card with 18 in the name, and of course 1718 has the 18 in the name. Okay, so we got the combo here. Again, we need to be at 5 or more energy for this to work. I think, honestly, the Kami, I think, can go. I really just don't want to play out that... Well, I was going to say, I don't really want to play out, this. There's not really a purpose to play it. So we'll go in, we'll swing. That's not bad. That is an energy card. The problem is we are playing green, by the way, so that does mean we are helping ramp androids one step closer to their finisher. Now, again, I think our next turn will definitely be playing out Trunks' future and going from there. Because we need this in the graveyard, because we do need a 3 cost higher card in our drop to trigger the effects of Vegeta. Again, we're just trying to keep one above the energy level of Android 17, just because I do not want to deal with it. The problem is he's 2 energy away from getting his ramp going, and especially if he's going to get his ramp here, if he's got another destructive strength is in his hand. Also, like right now, his next turn, if he was a normal, if he had gone second, would be to then play Android 17, 18, get rid of a bunch of Android things, which, by the way, I think Cell Jr. is Android. Yeah, he's Android. We'll pull both of those away. I think I should have awoken there, taken the hit and awoken. But I don't know, maybe there's not a point to doing that. So he does have another destructive strength in his hand. It's at 4. We'll be at 4 as well. Gotta kind of think, what do we want to put in the energy? The Son Goku? I think I kind of value maybe keeping that in our hand for some time. Wing, okay, another Son Gohan. There. Of course, we'll be playing the Trunks here. To, of course, then if he does decide to attack the say with this Krillin, I can block with this Trunks. Let the Trunks die. That gives me another card. That'll put me one more closer. Then I could even go like Vegeta. Or I could go 𝐒𝐓𝐾 at that point. Probably more or less the 𝐒𝐓𝐾. Again, as much as this card is neat, it's probably just going to be Energy Father since we are playing against green itself. Now again, one play could be next turn. We could play Son Gohan Future. Bring it out. I mean, that is a 30k beat stick. And then at the end of the turn, we can bring out Trunks Future. That then gives us another card to play around with. We will have the androids to come out at one point in time. Again, Double Strikers I typically like to play in the late game, just because that does push them. But in the early game isn't bad either. The mid to late game isn't bad either, because it does put pressure on our opponent if they want to take that 2 direct damage to their face. We're not going to block that. I do want to take this. We'll take that. Super combo is not bad to have in our hand. Again, having the instant Kamehameha alongside, of course, our good friend Mr. 𝐒𝐿 isn't half bad. The all art of this 5-drop is pretty neat. It doesn't have the big cell, but yeah, it is pretty neat and it's a little better than looking at. You think about it, it's not really like Goku. Yeah, it's like Goku, but the problem is like Cell before he blows up is taking up more space than Goku is, so that's why people, of course, like to mimic it as called 𝐒𝐿. Now, this is pretty interesting here. He could go 4-drop 17, 18 here, and then just knock out the 2 Dr. Jeromes, and because it's only 2 energy, resurrect 3. Oh, he would need another android. Yeah, he would need one more android in his drop. Unfortunately, he's missing an android card. Yeah, because 17, 18, you can put up to 3, which typically means you're typically going to take the 2 energy that you use to pay for Android 17, 18, and plus one other one, and basically you just get to you basically paid a single energy to play 17, 18. We'll block that. If he combos into it, I'll be completely surprised. Because they ain't protecting this. And he should know. Oh, no, he's doing it because, he just needed the attack. He does have 17, 18 in his hand. He needed to get another guy out of his hand. Yep, there we go. With the 18, that tells me right there, you needed a 3rd android in your grave. Because 17, 18, go check. if you had the necessary androids in your drop at the time of their activation. Again, it's just so nice. Again, he's gonna discard probably, you discard 2 and you resurrect 3 energy. Basically, in essence, you paid 1 energy for 17-18, which is why this deck is so good at spamming. We could just produce so many bodies. Again, that's right, like the Sigurare is good against it because androids spam so many bodies. It did decide to go a 3rd. Oh, because he did it wrong. Oh, because... Why? Yeah, but to say, why didn't you just get rid of both Dr. Jerome's? And then bring Dr. Jerome, and Android? I wonder if he doesn't know he can do that. Because typically players would get rid of anything Android, 2 androids from their energy, and as long as you have a 3rd android in your drop, which here in this case he did, then you could just bring a bunch of energy. And not mentioning that ramped him up 1 more. That ramped him to 6. So, a little interesting to decide to do that. I wonder if he didn't know he could do that. We'll flip. Now we're going to play a little bit of board control here, because we kind of do need to start playing it. Because it is important that we do start playing board control here. We can get rid of that. We don't need that right now in our hand. Because again, I want to take out this 17-18 and this Krillin. Alright, we'll have to kind of see what his next plan is. And passing, tough choice. I think I'm gonna go with this. Okay. We can swing on the Krillin. Draw that. Pretty nice. Okay, so he's gonna keep the Krillin around, which kind of surprises me. Okay. We could play out Vegeta to nuke the Krillin. I think that's not the play here. I think the play is to go Son Gohan future. I don't know why I'm actually targeting that. I wanted to target the Krillin because I don't want to give him another android in his drops. Wonder if he's got the 2-drop extra card. Or he's just going to spin cards to protect this. Okay, so he's definitely playing spam. We're going to play a battle card with 3 costs or less from our hand. This will give us some Gohan future. This will then add a card to our energy. Alright, I mean, if he spams this turn, I will be at 8 energy, so I can just go into Son Gohan Childhood and just nuke the entirety of his board. Again, not horrible if he decides to spam. Again, not great if you're knowing that you're playing a green deck and spamming isn't your best thing, because like I said, I still have 17-18 to deal with the board presence here. Now, we do need to be cautious. The fact is, I do not have Cell-Ku up, so I am going to be losing an energy every time I decide to use Son Gohan's ability. So he's going to go for the attack. I think I'll burn this. Now again, I think the caution, the fact is he got a lot more cards than I do. Alright. So he's going to go in with this. Unfortunately, I think the Cell-Ku's got to go. We could burn the Son Gohan future, or the Trunks future, here to protect with the 5k, but I think I kind of want to up the threatening board presence. This I know he has to combo into, so he at least needs to throw a card at it. Again, the big question is, okay, so he's going to throw a 10k, make that 25. I'm going to throw a Vegeta at it. Alright. Not bad. I guess we'll have to see what he does next. No licking. No licking. Alright, decided to go Destructive Strength. Well, he's out a Broly. That is nice for us. So we don't have to worry about it. Does also mean we don't have to concern ourselves with the fact there is a Broly. It does suck that it probably would be nice to have a 𝐂𝐐𝐘 right now. I don't know. Keeping our, like, some of our 10Ks in hand. Maybe it would have been better to burn this. I don't know. Yeah, I think we will... I think we're going to burn this. I just don't want to give him another card in his, into his pool. I'm going to go after the androids here. Okay. Again, I'm playing a little bit of cleanup here. Let's go 30k at that. Again, keeping him off his unawakened side isn't bad either, because I don't have to deal with the fact of him getting up to his 30k buff. So I think all I want to do this turn is I'm just going to go Vegeta. I'm just going to throw that into my energy. I think I'm just going to pass. I'll choose to blow up a 3k or less guy. No real point. Nothing to really play off that. And I'm going to hold this for a turn. The problem is, if he's got a Broly in hand, I don't have anything right now to kill a Broly. I do not have a singular card. Now, I can play Son Gohan Childhood to deal with it by just playing it but not using its nuke the field effect. It's a choice if I want to discard the card to go for the nuke. So what's his plan? So right now I got 3 bodies. Another android out of his hand, huh? I'll do this. I don't want to lose just yet. Go down to 3 energy just yet. Though it isn't half bad to do it. Alright, so unfortunately, he actually cannot go at my 2 or 3. Again, the aspect of right here. He couldn't go after my 3 cost, and this is a 4 because of the fact of Son Gohan Future. He's playing a Double Striker, huh? Not exactly what I wanted to try to beat up. That is going to be annoying to try to deal with on his board. A Broly would be nice to draw. That certainly would be. We got 4 in the deck. Ugh, double strike on me, huh? I think I go up to 45 here. Yeah, because I'm plus 25. Okay, so I do go up to 45. Oh, a card you could easily put in this deck is the Cell Juniors in here, because it does cycle your Gigantic Meteors, which isn't pretty bad. Again, it's better in Android 17 because it is Android on it. You know, ask and you shall receive Broly's. I'm not going to charge anything. I don't have a feeling of charging anything. Now, this is probably going to be interesting exactly what he decides to do. Nuke that. We're not exactly holding the largest amount of cards in our hand for good prosperity. We'll just swing on that. He should take this to awaken. The big question is, does he take the rest of this? Because right now this is like practically game. So we'll swing 20k at that. This will be unawakened, but he'll need to combo out of this. Because again, like I said, I have a 45. Now the big question is to swing twice with Broly or just only swing once and keep Broly standing. To force him to use a Broly to have to pop it off. And again, this is why we're keeping the Android at 17 to 18 right now in hand, because I want to get him down to his 2 cards and then deal with that. So we will attack with Son Gohan Future, or no, Trunks Future. I don't know why I keep calling him Son Gohan Future. It's not that. It's Trunks Future. And yeah, while I'm not comboing this, I'm still matching. So, I mean, he has to combo a card to get out of it, whether it be 10k or 5k. So he took that. Interesting. Alright, so we do restand here. The big question is, does he take this? I mean, right now, he has to combo, super combo. Okay, so no. I'm not going to go for the next hits. I'm just going to leave it from there and see what he does. Again, why I'm doing this is because I want... While he is 30k on his Awakened side right now, because again, it becomes 17, 18, which is kind of neat. You get the plus 10k off of like 18. The very aspect is I don't want him to go at the Broly with the leader. I want to force him to have to out the Broly via other means. So going after the Vegeta to draw. No, you can have the Vegeta. I'm not going to combo a super combo into a Vegeta to protect it. Yeah, while it does remove a 20k from my presence, again, I have a Double Striker Android. If he doesn't drop Broly to deal with my Broly, I have 2 swings off Broly. I have a swing off this, a swing off that. There's a Broly there. That's what I thought it would come down to. The problem is he does have 10 cards. I may take the shots depending on where he decides to swing in his Broly. I am getting a plus 10k off this Son Gohan future. He is going to go after the future. Would it be better to try to save this to force him to out it? I think I am going to save. I know it sounds crazy, but I think I am going to save just because it might force him to have to swing that Broly at it again. And that does keep 2 cards on the board to contest with my Son Gohan. We'll do this. This puts us up to 50 again. Okay, so now we're contesting the fact that we could drop this on his head. Not mentioning I have these 2 that I could drop on his attack with. That can't attack the leaders. I probably should have kept that in hand, honestly, but I think I want to use it like fodder. I'm not going to combo. I should have summoned something out, but I don't want him to know what I'm going for. So he took the shot. Okay, that's a little interesting. Interesting to me. That's a permanent buff? Oh, at the end of your next turn. Okay. So that's a 30k buff right now. That requires him to do a super combo or a 10 plus 5. That's a super combo out. It's probably better just to play this, because this is 50 that he'd have to get through. That's already 30 plus power on him. Not mentioning I can then just purge, and then combo. He's down to 1 life, so yeah, why not? We will not activate the effect because there is not a point to do that. We will skill. Give that power. That pushes us up to 75. Again, he has no open energy, so he can't use like Destructive Strength. He can't use the 2-drop Earth's Victory or anything like that. But we won in the end. It could have been worse for us, folks. I could tell you that it could have been completely worse, depending on if he had the way to spam androids. If he had the way to spam androids, that was 100% not going in our favor, because there would be too many attacks on us. Anyways, next rank, and that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed our final deck profile from Set 2, Blazing Aura. Raging Roar is next to come, so it's going to be quite interesting. We got 6 leaders to check out. Yeah, Bardock, Son Goku GT, Son Goku SS2 Son Goku, we got Boo, we got Piccolo, and we got Jiren. So yeah, we got 6 new leaders to check out here. So it should be a lot of fun to figure out how well all those leaders do. And of course, not mentioning, we'll have to check out some of the older leaders. 17. Look at some of the good blue leaders and all that. Again, I don't know if we'll get through every leader before, of course, the end of the season of Set 3 before we get to Set 4. We'll just have to see. I know for a fact we're at least going to get through all of the new leader cards before we get into any of the older leader cards, because I want to show you what the new leaders can do with their deck strategies. But I want to know your thoughts down in the comments on Sun Gohan childhood. How well did you think it did after, of course, the top coup hit? Do you think that, again, Android 17 was probably the best green leader for the set 2 triangle? What are your thoughts overall on set 2? On all the leaders? And what are your thoughts on Raging War? Once again, I'm planning to do an opening video of Raging War for the online simulator. And I'm planning to do a select the match for the online simulator at the start of set 3. As well as we're going to look probably at black as our first color, whether that be Bardock or Son Goku GT. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments, and while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.